this is Purity Limitless Inspiration to Infinity. How are you? How is life taking you? I hope so far, so good, with lots of knowledgeable content you have been consuming in my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about something I am on the process of doing. So I don't want to leave you out. Okay, kuna kitu nafanya at this stage of my life, and I just felt like informing you about this one so that as I develop, you also develop. Well, we are on the process of developing career-wise, spiritually, financially, and all that, mastering various skills and all that. And on the process, this I realized some time back, not so long ago, but some time back, I realized this. I am developing in all the other areas, but I may be having some unhealthy behaviors, which are harming others without my knowledge. I may have grown with a certain trait which is very negative and which is hurting others, but I may grow thinking this is the right way or this is the right behavior, without my knowledge. For instance, you may have grown in a home where there are fights and all that, shouts and all that. So you absorb this one unhealthy character, anger, or shouting to others. So you may live with this one even up to your adult life, actually, up to 40 years, thinking, it's normal or something of the sort. So please, that's why today I want to talk about self-examination. This is where you sit down, like really, really, really serious. You sit down as if you are in a board meeting, or a very serious meeting. Then analyze your personality, what you like, what you hate, your weaknesses. And when I talk of what you hate, how you react now, how you react to it when people do it to you. Like when people lie to you, how do you react to it? So that is self-examination. You reflect inwardly. It's like the way you go to the hospital and the doctor is doing an examination, for your whole body to determine maybe diseases, maybe if there are some precautions, the weight, the height, the blood group, and all that. That examination. Now, here I'm talking about examining your inward. I hope you understand what I'm trying to mean, right? So, revise your values, your standards, and all that, because I believe you are growing smart and not growing stupid, as I may call it. Sorry if it's a bad word to you. I want you to focus mainly on your weaknesses, or how people perceive you out there, or how people react to you, or the behaviors you may be having which really, really hurt people. I don't know if I should say this. Okay. Like for my case, no, I'll say that for another day. When I am done working on that unhealthy trait. For instance, let's say you have grown shouting to people. Like you don't really know you are shouting to them, or because when you have not done self-examination, you won't know what you are doing wrong. But once you sit down and really check this thing, because personally I realized I'm growing and years are moving very fast. And I realized there are some traits I hate about myself. And I was like, no. If I want to coexist peacefully, if I don't want to be a devil in people's life, I really have to work on these weaknesses. So there are some weaknesses you may be having, like anger. Oh my God. And sometimes some people are So many people have this trait, anger, without your knowledge. So you have to work on it, like really, really work on it. Because you will go at home at the end of the day and realize you shouted to someone, or you just reacted badly to something which you should have tackled in a different way. Anger, and you realize you're doing it this day, you're doing it the second day, the first week you start somehow coming in line. The second week you come to line. The third week, the fourth, 2 months, the trait is going. And that should be your happiness. Because you know what? You should be spreading smile. And you shouldn't be ruining people's days with your anger issues. There's this other trait, lying. Some people are liars without even their knowledge. I mean, you become a serial liar. You are lying, like, for real. It's like you're getting paid, or it's like you're doing lying for a living and getting paid. This is another toxic trait you may be having without your knowledge. So that's why I am saying self-examination is very, very, very important. Another toxic trait, controlling. You may be controlling without your knowledge. Like, you always feel the space is yours. You are the controller. Wewe ndo kusema, no one else can say when you are there. Or when other people say your points, you're like, that doesn't make sense. Sasa hiyo ni nini umesema? Controlling. That's another toxic trait you may be having. Which point am I trying to drive home? I don't know, but I feel like each and every one of us has this one toxic trait you really, really, really have to work on. Especially if you are growing up pre-25. Yes, if you are in my group of the pre-25s, we have really to work on ourselves. I feel like we have a lot to work on. You don't want to be getting into a relationship and then you're taking your toxic traits there, or you haven't worked on yourself and then the relationship fails. You enter into another one and another one and another one, and they keep on failing because you have this one single toxic trait which you haven't realized and which you are not working on. So personally, I am on the process of working on myself, doing serious self-examination so that I don't make people's lives a hell, so that in any social group, I provide a healthy environment for each and everyone. And how do you start this now process of knowing your toxic traits? You may not be knowing, and you're like, oh my God, this is normal. How can you do this? First, conduct a survey or something of the sort. You may ask your friends, or you may ask the people you are usually with, mostly in your groups. You can ask them, which is that one bad trait you think I have, or what do you think I should change about myself? And I hope genuine people are going to tell you what you really need to change about yourself. I mean, tell them, it's not in a bad sense, it's that I'm on the process of working on myself, So genuine people will tell you the harmful trait you have, and you're really starting working on it, and you'll see results. You will see yourself thriving. You'll be happy, because I believe, or I feel like, we are a project, a building or something. There's the foundation, there's the, the steps which a building takes before it's really completed. So as the building is worked on, that's how we should be developing ourselves right now, so that we can not be regretting later when we hurt people who we shouldn't be hurting, or when we make decisions which we shouldn't be making. Please, okay, if you want me to help you do the self-examination, I'm here for you. I mean, yes, I can even help you identify the toxic traits you have when I hear your personality. This is Purity, limitless inspiration to infinity. Until next time, bye-bye.